The Age of Exploration. What is Age of Exploration? Well, it is an act or instance of exploring or investigating, examinations the investigations of unknown regions. The period of competition among European rulers to conquer and colonize lands outside, so Spain colonized parts of North America, Mexico, and South America in the 16th century. They were also able to reach the Philippines and claim it for the Spanish crown. Later on, other European rulers would compete with the activities of exploring and conquering lands. Case 2. What happened in the Cavite Mutiny? In the year 1872, it is an historic year of two events, which is the Cavite Mutiny and the martyrdom of the three priests Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora. These events are very important when it comes to Philippine history. Spanish accounts of the Cavite Mutiny. The documentation of Spanish historian Jose Montero y Vidal centered on how the event was an attempt in overthrowing the Spanish governments in the Philippines. Governor General Rafael Izquierdo implicated the native clergy.
Primary sources: excerpts from Montero's account of the Cavite Mutiny. The abolition of privileges enjoyed by the laborers of the Cavite as a renewal of exemption. The Spanish Revolution, which overthrew a secular throne at various times, but especially in the beginning of the year 1872. Primary sources: excerpts from the official report of Governor Escudero on the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. It seems definite that the insurrection was motivated and prepared by the native clergy. They encouraged the rebellion by prospecting what they called the injustice of having obliged the workers in the Cavite Arsenal to pay tribute, starting January 1 to render personal service. The revolution was easily crushed when the Manileños who were expected to aid the Caviteños did not arrive. Father Gomez Burgos and Zamora were tried by a court-martial and sentenced to be executed. On 7th of February 1872, the Gamborza were executed to serve as the threat to Filipinos never to attempt to fight the Spaniards again.
Different accounts of events of 1872. Two other primary accounts exist that seems to counter the accounts of Izquierdo and Montero. First, the account of Dr. Trinidad Hermenegildo Pardo de Tavera, a Filipino scholar and researcher who wrote a Filipino version of the bloody incident in Cavite. Primary source accepts from Pardo de Tavera's account of the Cavite Mutiny. The central government in Madrid had announced its intention to deprive the friars in this island. It was due to these facts and promises that the Filipino had a great hopes of an improvement in the affairs of their country, while the friars, on the other hand, feared that their power in the colony could soon be completed a thing of the past. According to this account, the incident was merely a mutiny by Filipino soldiers and laborers of the Cavite arsenal to the dissatisfaction arising from the Dracolan policies of Izquierdo. During this time, the central government in Madrid was planning to deprive the friars of all the powers of intervention. However, the central Spanish government introduced an educational decree fusing sectarian schools run by the friars into a school called the Philippine Institute. Another account, this time by French writer Edmond Plachat, complete Travers's account and analyzed the motivation of the 1872 Cavite Mutiny.
General Latorre created a junta composed of high officials including friars and 6 Spanish officials. At the same time, government in Madrid created a committee and investigate like what Manila Committee did. When the two finished work, it was found that they came to the same conclusions. So, here are the 9 summary reforms. Number 1. Changes in tariff rates at custom and the method of collection. Number 2. Removal of the surcharges on foreign importations. Number 3. Reduction of export fees. Number 4. Permission for foreigners to reside in the Philippines, buy real estate, enjoy freedom of worship, and operate commercial transport flying and Spanish flag. Number 5. Establishment of an advisory council to inform the Minister of Overseas Affairs in Madrid on the necessary reforms to be implemented. Number 6. Changes in the primary and secondary education. The arrival in Manila of General Izquierdo put the sudden ends to all dreams of reforms. General were probably expected as the result of the bitter disputes between the Filipino clerics and the friars. Regarding to the school, the Society of Arts and Trade to be opened in March of 1871, but General Izquierdo suspended the opening of the school. The friars used the incident as a part of a larger conspiracy. They showcased the mutiny as part of greater conspiracy in the Philippines by Filipinos to overthrow the Spanish government. Comborsa is the collective name of the 3 martyred priests, Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, who were tagged as the mastermind of the Cavite Mutiny. The Gomborsa were executed by garrote in public, a scene reputedly witnessed by the young Jose Rizal. The martyrdom is widely accepted as the dawn of the Philippines nationalism in the 19th century, with Rizal dedicating his second novel, El Filibusterismo, to their memory. The government, by enshrouding your trial in mystery and pardoning your co-accused, has suggested that some mistake was committed when your fate was decided. The whole Philippines, in paying high homage to your memory and calling you martyrs, totally reject